Hello and welcome everybody, thanks for joining us today. We're going to be going through the latest Hearthstone expansion, which was a solo adventure that, Friday was the last wing of this latest solo adventure. It's been for about 6 weeks.
Yep. What's it called?
It's called the League of Explorers.
The League of Explorers.
Not the Wing of Adventurers.
No.
It has been, actually, just before we get into the 30-second year now review, I'd like to say I found this the hardest expansion to remember the name of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I've gone to Google the cards and stuff on a few occasions and just sat there and been like...
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting observation.
Yeah, anyway.
Okay.
So the format is, we're going to do 30 seconds each on our initial thoughts about this latest Hearthstone expansion, and then dive a little deeper into our thoughts over a whole and I guess the effects on the larger Hearthstone ecosystem of some of these cards.
Cool.
So, as per normal, we're putting Amy on the spot to go first. Your 30 seconds begin now.
Okay. So, from a game design point of view, I thought that the new boards and the pop-up design mechanics and little characters that you encounter throughout the story were really awesome, so I just have to mention that. I thought they did a great job of telling the story through this expansion, actually a better job than they've done in any of the other expansions in the past. I'll elaborate on that soon, no spoilers. I thought there was a good amount of cards for the money that you were spending, and with the new discovery mechanic, I thought that was really adding something new to the game, which is great. Should we have to pay so much for it is my big question. And it's like, how hard is it for other people to earn that gold? I'm unsure, I found it quite difficult. The time spent to do that is quite a lot, but I guess when you're comparing it to something like Magic the Gathering, it's not too bad.
Alright, so, yeah or nah with your pedal?
It's a year from me. I think it's a great expansion and it was worth the money for me.
Okay, awesome. Are you ready to count in your head down my 30
I'm
seconds?
ready to count down from 30 to 50.
Give me my go.
Ready, set, go.
My first point is actually kind of contradictory straight out the bat. I thought it was great value for money. I thought the amount of cards you got, and especially how good these cards were, there were great class cards throughout the expansion. I thought there were some real game-changing cards on the whole that are going to have a huge effect on the entire ecosystem. And I really liked their new mechanic they introduced. They usually try to introduce one mechanic per expansion. This time it was Discovery, where you got to choose between 3 random cards to add to your hand. I thought it was the best set of cards for an expansion so far. That was the chair squeaking, by the way.
Nice wrapping up there in the
Yeah.
last seconds. So yeah, what are you giving it? A year. Yeah. So that's a year across the board for both of us.
Yeah.
Which means they've done a pretty good job.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're both big Hearthstone fans. I don't always love it. I think the game gets stale sometimes. I think this expansion has done a really good job to refresh it all.
Yeah.
We'll dive a little deeper into that.
So there may be some, I don't know, can you spoil Hearthstone?
Nah.
Probably
Keep
not.
with us.
Yeah.
I've lost my train of thought though.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, and I thought that their last full expansion they did, which was the one that had the Inspire mechanic, right?
Yeah, the
tournament one?
tournament, yeah. I can't remember what that
The
one
grand
was called.
tournament.
That's right, the grand
I
tournament.
thought that was one of the worst sets of cards they put out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think that was really did
I
anything.
thought the cards were designed really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. They probably were weaker in terms of actual card releases.
Yeah, so I think this is a much better set of cards in terms of actually having an impact on the way that we play. And there's one card that needs a special mention.
Oh?
Yeah, and can you guess what it is?
Is it Reno Jackson?
It is Reno Jackson. I remember seeing this card when they announced them. And I was just like, wow, that card is going to change some stuff. And there were a few skeptics out there that thought that was going to be too gimmicky to actually see play. But that's not the case.
No. He's in my deck.
Yeah, I reckon over half the decks, maybe not half, but a lot of them are playing them. And just the fact that, here's a card that will bring your hero to full health if you have no duplicates in your deck.
I feel like this card really shows, I mean, we all know that Blizzard listens to its fans and is constantly improving the game, but it really shows that they know that people are often putting duplicates into their deck, and that's how a majority of the decks are built.
Yeah.
And so they went out and they built that card around the fact they wanted people to kind of do something new and exciting. So
that's it. So the card does a couple of great things. One, it removes those early game like lucky losses that you Hunter It was a terrible deck that kind of beat you down off the bat.
That's true.
Reno kind of kills that. The fact that it doesn't work every time, but the fact that it does work a lot of the time means that a lot of people have stopped playing those decks.
Yeah.
So you get a lot more kind of back and forth going on in some of the control decks. The other great thing it does, as you said, by not allowing duplicates in your deck, we've seen a whole range of new combos that have had to be forced and created.
More cards being used.
People are being more creative, and there's more cards in play now that hadn't seen play before that are now in play.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. I really like that.
Awesome. So at $20 US or around 30 New Zealand dollars, you think it was total value for money?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And in fact, if anyone wants to start playing, I would recommend, go through the tutorial, get your basic cards, and then don't worry about buying packs, just buy these solo adventures.
Yeah.
Because all of the solo adventures have had great cards in them.
Yeah.
I think it's the best way to actually get up in the game.
And you kind of, although they tend to release week on week, I'm not sure if you buy them now, post-release, do you just get all of the wings all at once? Or does it still release over the weeks?
No, I think you would get all of them.
Yeah, so you're probably going to get all of them, but I was going to say you get a few cards at the end of each wing, including a legendary when you complete that entire wing. So it's a good way to kind of introduce yourself to new cards as well, and kind of think, how can I add those into my deck as you go? So maybe playing through them kind of one wing a week is a good way to actually introduce yourself to the game too.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd recommend getting into it, jumping in.
Absolutely. So the new mechanic, Discover.
Yeah.
You think that adds something special to the game?
I think it does, and there are good Discover cards. There are obviously some that probably aren't as good, but on the whole, I've been seeing a lot of Discover on the ladder.
Yeah.
I run a few Discover cards. It's good because it keeps your hand advantage. You do get another card, and plus you get something on the board, which is always good.
Yes.
So I run one for Handlock, the 2-drop. That's a pretty weak 2-drop.
Scarab.
Yeah, but you get a 1-cost card, and it keeps your hand full, so you can activate some of those other, like the dragon.
Yeah.
I'm not used to saying the names of the cards out loud because I usually play in silence.
I very much find that I'm associating with the imagery on these cards and not yet with the names.
Twilight Drake.
Yes,
is what I was
Twilight
thinking.
Drake. Yeah, he's not new, is he?
Yeah, and I think one of the other cards that's probably worth a special mention is the new Arch Thief card, which has only just come out. So we haven't seen.
He's the final legendary.
Yeah. We haven't seen a lot of decks built around him, but he's I've had a little go with him, and the lantern that gives you +10/+10. I mean, if he's on the board, you get a +10/+10. If they can't get rid of him, they've got 17 damage coming their way.
It's a lot. It's one of the highest amounts you can kind of deal in it.
Yeah,
on
and so
one card drop.
I'm not sure how that's going to play out, whether or not that's going to be a real pain in the ass.
I think so.
Because, trying to stay above 17 damage like the whole game when you know that burst damage is coming can be quite difficult. I mean, it's hard enough staying above 15 for the druids. So it's going to be interesting how that plays out.
Yeah.
Can you see any nerfs coming?
Can I see any nerfs coming yet? I don't think so. I think they're probably going to do something about Boom before they do anything about these cards. Like, are they going to, do you think?
No, I think it's a balanced set. Like, unless someone can find a really disastrous combo, like the patrons and that sort of stuff, which usually take a few weeks to actually come out.
Right.
They seem to be nerfing combos more than they nerf cards.
Yes.
So I think that's going to be a wait and see thing.
Maybe you guys, let us know. If you played it and you see something that you think is super out of balance or that they're going to get rid of, let us know.
Yeah.
Awesome. We'll add it to our decks immediately. Awesome.
So like and subscribe. If you want to have a game, hit us up in the comments and we'll love to face you. But tune in next time.